G'day everyone. I've been thinking about what COVID-19 really taught us as NZ SME owners. Not about masks or QR codes, but about people, leadership and resilience. Here's the question I keep coming back to. When things got rough, were you mainly asking, am I okay or are we okay? The pandemic arrived slowly, then all at once. Borders shut, phones went quiet, and business as usual disappeared. COVID stripped our enterprises back to the basics and showed us what was actually driving them. Some owners stayed in am I okay mode. The conversation was all about protecting cash, getting back to normal fast, and making sure they weren't the ones who lost out. Those are understandable worries, but if they're the whole story, people sense it very quickly. Other owners, often just as scared, shifted into are we okay? They still watch the numbers, but they also ask different questions. Who around me is more vulnerable than I am? What do my people and customers need from me right now? What kind of leader do I want to be in a crisis? You could see it in small behaviours. They rang staff simply to check in. They told customers the truth, even when it was awkward. When tough calls had to be made, they tried to spread the pain fairly, not dump it on the least powerful. None of us got it perfect, but intent showed. In a trust-based business, people speak up early. They tell you when something is breaking. They own their mistakes because it feels safer to be honest than to hide. In a fear-based business, people go quiet. Bad news is delayed or buried. Good staff quietly dust off their CVs and look for the exit. The difference isn't about glossy posters or our values statements. It's revealed in the gritty decisions. Who gets rostered when they have caring responsibilities? How you handle sick leave and burnout? Whether you pay the small supplier late without a word or ring and talk it through. For me, COVID meant losing a job I loved. I know that 3 a.m. feeling, staring at the ceiling, wondering what's next. I was fortunate. I had and still have a partner who believes in me and pushed me to ask a harder question. Instead of, how do I get back to what I had, I began asking, what do I actually want to contribute to now? Looking around my community, I saw patterns, businesses with good hearts and broken bits, owners who care about their people and their impact, but who are exhausted, overwhelmed, or unsure how to turn that intent into resilient, profitable practice. So that's where I've chosen to focus, helping them hold both performance and decency at the same time. So what does this all mean for you in 2025? We're not in lockdown anymore, but the pressure hasn't gone away. It's just changed shape. Inflation, talent shortages, climate events, political whiplash, customers under strain. The next wave is forming. It just won't look exactly like the last one. The lesson I don't want us to lose is this. People-centered leadership isn't fluffy. It's risk management. When your people feel safe, they raise issues earlier. They bring you bad news when you can still act on it. They help you adapt faster when conditions shift. That is what real resilience looks like inside an SME. Culture, in the same way, isn't a nice to have. It's the invisible system that either holds you together or tears you apart under stress. You build it every time you decide who gets informed, who gets listened to, how you talk about customers and suppliers when they're not in the room, and whether anyone gets thrown under the bus when things go wrong. And your business is more than a flow of transactions. It's a web of humans, staff, suppliers, customers, and their families, who all watch how you behave when things get ugly. They remember, They remember who tried to do the right thing, even imperfectly, and who didn't. You and I can't control the next global shock, but we have influence over what kind of world our businesses help build, one decision at a time. So here's my invitation. Look back at how you and your business behaved through COVID and how you're behaving now. What did you learn about yourself as a leader? What did your people learn about you? And if you don't love all the answers, what's one small change you're willing to make this month? Well, thanks for being here. Please take a look at the extended article linked below, and I hope to see you back here soon. Okay, cheers.